What's up, whiskey whippers and spirit sippers? It's your boy DJ11 here, back at you again, and we were able to track down another one we've been wanting to try.
What?
The Yamazaki 12.
Yeah!
I've been hearing so much about the Japanese whiskey and the big movement, and it's getting harder, and it's gotten so popular out there, and everybody wants to get it, obviously, because it's out everywhere. You gotta go to, like, specialty stores and pay out the nose to even find it. It's getting harder to find anything or any whiskey with an age statement, any number at all these days, especially 12 and up, but it's getting really hard to track down the Japanese whiskeys because they're just flat out running out of stock. So get it while you can, if you can. And we were just lucky enough to track one down, so it's a good day. Gonna be a good weekend. I can't wait to try this out. Actually got lucky. Me and my buddy went out and, starting to buy all these bottles. You're going to have all these bottles and end up with a bunch of stuff you don't like. So definitely decided to go out, and we've been going out to a couple bars and tasting, doing a bunch of taste tests with whiskeys. And we walked into a bar the other day, and he's like, "What do you want to taste?" And I just zoned right in the very back corner. They had a bottle of the Yamazaki 12, and I've been wanting to try it. And I was like, I wasn't even looking at anything else. I just zoomed right in. I was like, that one. And it ended up being the bar owner's personal stash, I guess. It was like dusty in the corner. I don't know when the last time they even drank it. They didn't know how much it was. It wasn't even in the freaking cash register, so they didn't know how much to charge. And my buddy started to say, like, how about $12.50? I was like, how about $8? And the bartender just looked at me. He was like, okay. We're like, make them doubles. So yeah, it was a good day. Got to try it out for $8 a shot, so pretty good. And I have to say, out of all the whiskeys that I've tasted so far, this has been my absolute favorite. So I don't know if it's because that bottle was almost empty and it was sitting there for so long and the air had got it, or if it's just really that beautiful of a bottle all the way through, and I'm excited to find out. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, it is just impossible to track this stuff down, and like I said, if you can, it is just ridiculously expensive. My God. But so worth it, because like I said, out of everything I tried, I think out of the Game of Thrones, I really love the Oban Bay Reserve, the Night's Watch one. That's definitely my favorite one there. And this is my favorite whiskey, I've come to find out. I actually went back in and finished off the bottle at lunch the other day, and we're like, yep, I like it. Oh, wow, how weird. It's a twist cap, though. Was not expecting that. What's that all about? Is this the real deal? What's going on here? I've actually heard about Japanese whiskey having a screw top, so that doesn't completely blow me away. Suntory whiskey, aged 12 years, single malt Japanese whiskey. I'm excited. As you can see, the Giant Tamer hooked up a couple new Glencairn glasses with the etching. She went super pumped because the DJ11's so tiny. They're like, oh, you want to put Game of Thrones on the other side? We're like, oh, yeah, sure. That's all nice and big, easy to see, and then DJ11's all little. You can't even see it. But thought that counts. Pretty cool. I like it. And then the other one here, we got Whiskey with 11. So, yeah, if you put something in it all the way up there, you can see it. And again, you can see the GOT just fine, but Whiskey with 11, just all little and tiny. But it is what it is. I'm super excited to get it. What better to taste with? So like we've said before, if you see an age on there, like this one says 12 years, then we're going to let this rest, especially since we just opened the bottle fresh. We're going to let this rest for 12 minutes, and then we're going to get right into the tasting. See you soon. And we're back. Man, that was a long 12 minutes. Oh my God, I've been dying to taste this. Like I said, full disclosure, I have tasted this. I saw it in that bar and just had to have it, and actually went back to finish the bottle at a later lunch date. So we didn't get the great deal that we got that first night because the owner was actually there the second time, so we had to actually pay for it. But it's all right. It was worth it. And yeah, the first whiskey that I'm I'm having fun trying all the whiskeys and walking through the world of whiskeys, but I think this is literally like the first one where it's like super pleasurable. Like, I'm super excited to drink this. I'm not worried about like a bitter tart. And it could be, like I said, that bottle was all the way almost gone. And once the air, once the whiskey gets over halfway gone in a bottle and there's more air than spirits in there, it really starts to change the flavor. So definitely could have a big effect, and this could be a little different. So I guess we're just going to have to find out for ourselves. Cheers. Yeah, you're not supposed to say it, but I don't care. That is just downright smooth. Smooth and friendly and pleasant. Floral. When you smell it, it's just like apples and pears and butter and just yum. It's just so friendly. I mean, there's no burn. It's not going crazy everywhere. It's just super pleasant to drink. And when I heard a bunch of other people doing reviews, I was like, after hearing their reviews, I was like, that kind of sounds like right up my alley. And, they say, some beginners, because it's so light and friendly, it might be better for them. And coming from the world of rum, because I am definitely a rum man, this is just lighter and smoother. And I would definitely, well, it's tough to recommend it to just super, I mean, I'm a beginner. I'm the ultimate beginner. I'm just getting started. But some people have, there's that adverse effect to money. And being a gambler, I don't have nearly enough respect for money. So it's a little easier to drop $200 on a bottle of whiskey because that's just another tournament buy-in, basically. But yeah, to anybody that's out there just used to buying one of the cheaper whiskeys, yeah, it can be kind of a kick. But then I have to ask myself, I mean, it's fun tasting all this different stuff, but once you find one you really like, what are you going to do to get it? I mean, it's going to be tough to keep this. I'm not going to lie. I see myself buying another one of these in the not too distant future because the boys already sent a picture out over our group text and the boys are already saying they're on their way tomorrow. So, yeah, who knows how long this is going to last. And it's just so smooth, easy to drink, friendly, lovely. 8 pluses all around. Oh, my goodness. That first drink I took was a big drink. Just because I knew what I was getting into. Again, this is the first one I think I've reviewed where I've actually tasted it beforehand. Yeah. I like. So good. So I guess, we got to put it through the rigors a little bit. I don't want to because this is one you just put it in a glass, drink neat, and have a ball all night. I really don't even want to put water in this. I mean, I got a whole bottle and I don't even want to waste a drop. But we got to do it. Who knows? You'll never know if you don't try. And what if it's even more amazing that way, right? We'll go with that. Yeah. All right. I just don't want to do this, but that's all the water I'm putting in. No more. That's it. Oh, it's so nice after all these tries to find me bourbon. I am not a bourbon man. Whiskeys, it's been fun, and like the mixed drinks, I've always been a mixed drink guy, so I mean those are fun to make and having a good time with those. But the drinking the whiskey straight it's been a little rough for some of them, for most of them actually. The first time I drank the Lannister, the Lagavulin 9, that killed me, but now it's one of my favorites. That I've actually come to like that little smoky flavor. And there's just a tiniest bit of smoke in this. Like, I mean, it's way back there. But it is just tasty. This is like the first whiskey where, like, I'm actually excited to pour a drink and just get after it. Like, this is truly, truly delicious. So let's try it with some water. It gets almost a little more citrusy. Like, there's that weird... Wow, what is that? It's like super savory. Like, I don't know, is it? I mean, it's not bitter, but it's maybe just a little tart. Like the little lemon zest, orange zest. Maybe just the tiniest little bit of smoke on there. Instead of using oak barrels like they do in American whiskey and Scotch, they actually use Japanese oak. That definitely gives it a very distinct flavor, I think, because I've never tasted this in anything else. I may or may not have bought another Japanese whiskey along with this one, so we may or may not have another Japanese review coming right behind this one, but we'll just talk about this one right now, and this one is plenty to talk about. It is 43%. alcohol by volume, and it is, of course, then 86 proof, aged 12 years, and just absolutely all around splendid. Gotta admit, I was a little tripped out when I'd actually heard about Japanese whiskeys, a lot of them, that they don't have the cork. But yeah, still I wasn't quite ready for that one. That tripped me out. I was like, man, did I just get a fake bottle, paid all this money? But nope, I just looked at all the other reviews. They've all got the twist cap, and that's just what it is. That's how it comes. Doesn't take anything away from the bottle because, as I think you can tell, this is my all-time favorite so far. And twist tops are better than corks. I don't know, because this is amazing. Had to drink all of that, and we'll go on and switch over to the whiskey with 1-1 Glencairn glass, and we're just gonna have to pour another shot. You can always tell if I don't really love it, I'll just kind of use the the pour from the first one and pour it over the glass and use that for them. But no, each one gets its own little thing here. Well deserved. And why not? Just an excuse to drink more of it. Because it's good. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Let this cool off again. Not necessary. It is so good neat. I just can't imagine. I mean, it almost feels like sacrilege, really, having this ice cube in here right now. I would not suggest. It's just me, obviously. Drink it any way you like it, but okay, I like it neat, and I think this ice cube is just gonna kill some of that delicious flavor. And why would you ever want to do that? But let's check it out and see what's what. Yeah, just cooled it down, took away some of the flavors. It's already so smooth and so easy and so friendly. It just does not need ice at all. The water was a little interesting. The water, it didn't change the smell a whole lot, but it definitely brought out a little bit more of the tartness, savoriness. Yeah, not bitter, but just a little more tart with the water in it. Which, I mean, it was good too, but like I said, I don't think it needs water or ice. I think it's just fine how they did it. Yeah, if this is what Japanese whiskey is, I'm all in. Now, I'm sure it's not going to be the same. But, hey, if you can get it, you can get it. I hope nobody buys this at all, and I'm the only one, so it's always there for me, because it's the only store I've seen it in. Definitely going to have to be out there on the search and start stopping off at more stores and spirit stores around the way and seeing where and what they have, because I know these guys gouge their prices a little bit, but they always have the best stuff that you want, so you want it, you're going to have to pay for it. That's just the way of the world, but once again, I think you knew coming into this one, I couldn't really hold my excitement. It was all over my face right away. The Yamazaki 12, absolutely delicious, highly recommended, absolutely my favorite whiskey. And I mean, yeah, I'm still new. I just counted up my bottles, whiskeys, and including the Game of Thrones collection and all my whiskeys and rums and bourbons I've been buying. I'm only up to 25 bottles. So it sounds like, oh man, 25, but there's 9, including the Johnny Walker, White Walker, in the Game of Thrones alone. So, yeah. But yeah, we're getting there. We're up to 25 bottles and counting, and you already know more coming. So yeah, what an addicting little new habit we have here. But so fun. So yeah, absolutely loving my walk through the world of whiskey. Man, nothing's perfect, and you can't give anything a 10 unless it's got to make me float on air if it's going to be a 10. So I think I'm just going to have to give this a 9.5.
Say what?
9.5, highest score I've given rum or whiskey, which is almost crazy. But I think this one just gets a little bit higher. I might have to knock it down to a 9 just because of the price point, actually. Price point is so absolutely ridiculous. I think I do have to take away that half point.
Say what?
Oh, sorry, bud. You were almost there. You almost had the highest one ever, but now you're kind of tied with Zaya and Captain Morgan's Private Stock. My 2 favorite rums and drinks and spirits of all time. But as far as whiskey goes, and this is definitely making a run to try to outrun those 2. This is that good. Unbelievable. Yeah, you get what you pay for. You pay a little bit more, but best I've tasted yet. Yamazaki 12. I'm all in. Cheers, everybody.